right? So runtime 601, right? So good evening all of you, कैसे हैं सब लोग? So all of you doing good? Okay. So in the yesterday class we were solving this question, right? So I hope all of you tried after the class. I have given the answer also. The answer is static scoping is what? 0.25 and 0.25, and dynamic scoping is 0.25 and 0.125. So I am going to explain this. आ गए सब लोग? नमस्ते बेटा, केशव गौर, नमस्ते बेटा. Yeah, Preeta Majumdar, I am good beta. I am doing good. थोड़ा better है, health is better. Okay, right. So I am going to solve this. So remember, this is a global variable. Okay, understand here. So for the global variable, memory allocated at the compile time. Okay, so I am going to solve this. Okay, static scoping, I am solving this side, and dynamic scoping, I will solve this side. Static scoping, I will solve this side, and dynamic scoping, I will solve this side. Okay, right. So first for the global variable, memory allocated in the data segment. So I am writing here. So here is the data segment. Okay, so fine. Now I am executing the program. From where you have to execute the program? From here. So this is the procedure, okay, small, and this is the procedure show, and this is the procedure main. This is the procedure main. Okay, right. So now let us execute the program here. Okay, now understand here. Okay, in the stack, okay, so the first main function will be pushed into the stack. Now look at here. So initial variable x, okay, it is not initialized anything, so maybe default it may contain 0.0 something float. Okay, real means float. Now first you start with the main. So first okay, look at here, main function will be pushed into the stack. Listen carefully what I am doing. So first main function will be pushed into stack. Now in the main function you are having x equal to 0.25. So x equal to 0.25, that is what? Free variable. What is the definition of the free variable? All of you revise the yesterday notes. Everyone should revise the notes, every point, each and every point you have to revise very carefully, right? So x equal to 0.25, okay, that is a free variable because it is not declared in the main function but used in the function, so that is a free variable. So free variable है तो static scoping, where you have to update in the global. So in the global you update, okay, this as 0.25. And next you are calling the show function here. In the main function you are calling, next is what? Show function. So then okay, listen here, show function will be pushed into stack. Show function will be pushed. So you are coming here, and once you come here, okay, in the show function you are simply saying printf x. When you say printf x, okay, is the x is available in the show function? No. Okay, dabba nahi hai na, x is just a free variable. In the show function x is just a free variable because variable is not declared in the function but used in the function. So this is the free variable. So free variable hai static scoping. Which one you have to consider? Global. So global mein what is the value? 0.25. So now look at here. So the first output printed is 0.25. And next show function is completed, so that is deleted from the stack. So go back to previous calling function. And next who called the show function? Main. Look at here. So from main, okay, you call the show function here. And next okay, next what is there? You need to call what? A small function. Next when you are calling the small function, the next okay, small function will be pushed into stack. Okay, next a small function will be pushed. Okay, now okay, look at the next small function. So you will come here, and once you come here, variable x real, this is the declaration here. Okay, x is a local variable here. What is the x value? 0.125. And next after that again you are calling the show function. When you call the show function, again show function will be pushed into stack. Okay, look at here. So show function will be pushed into stack. And in the show function, okay, when you push the show function, so you will come here. And once you come here, you say printf x. Now again x is what here? Free variable. Listen here. In the show function x का कोई डब्बा नहीं है, x is a free variable. So when you say free variable, start scoping. Which variable you have to consider? Global only. Global में what is the value? This is a global data segment of the global, right? Global में x का value कितना है? 0.25. So it will print what? 0.25. Okay. So this is the output. And next show function is completed. So this will be deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. शो फंक्शन को कौन कॉल किया था? इसका नीचे देखो क्या है, इसका नीचे ओके राइट. शो फंक्शन कौन कॉल किया था? स्मॉल. ओके, लुक एट योर स्मॉल फंक्शन हियर. सो फ्रॉम हियर यू वेंट, नाउ दिस इज द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट. स्मॉल फंक्शन आल्सो कंप्लीटेड, सो दैट इज डिलीटेड फ्रॉम द स्टैक. गो बैक टू प्रीवियस कॉलिंग. देखो स्मॉल फंक्शन, हु कॉल स्मॉल फंक्शन? मेन. ओके, सी इसका नीचे देख लो, मालूम हो जाएगा कौन किसको कॉल किया है, राइट. नेक्स्ट हु कॉल स्मॉल? मेन. सो you come to the main function. So that is the last statement here. Now that is completed. So this will also deleted from the stack. So this is how, okay, it will execute in the static scoping, and the output is what? 0.25. Okay, and the next, okay, let us try to solve the same thing by using the dynamic scoping. So in the dynamic scoping, okay, in the data segment, okay, global का data segment में 0, okay, sorry, global का 0, ग्लोबल का डेटा सेगमेंट में कुछ भी नहीं है, राइट. सो यू आर हैविंग ओनली वेरिएबल एक्स. अंडरस्टैंड, यस, आई एम सॉल्विंग विद द डायनामिक स्कोपिंग आल्सो, राइट. फर्स्ट, नाउ टेल मी फर्स्ट, मेन फंक्शन विल बी पुश्ड इनटू स्टैक. नाउ ओके, सो दिस इज अ स्टैक हियर. I am solving with the dynamic scoping. Listen carefully, dynamic scoping. Now, okay, first main function will be pushed. In the main function, you say x equal to 0.25. This is just assignment. Okay, now which variable you have to change? Okay, here x is what here? Free variable. Why? Because it is not declared in the function but used in the function. That is a free variable. So if it is a free variable, dynamic scoping. We are doing dynamic scoping. In the free variable, it is a dynamic scoping where you have to update previous calling function. But for the main, do you have any previous calling function? No. So where it is updated? Global only. So in the global, x value becomes what? 0.25. And next, afterwards you are calling the show function. So next, okay, look at here. Show function will be pushed into stack. Now when the show function is pushed, so you will come here and you say printf x. When you say printf x, x is a free variable. Listen carefully, x is a free variable. So free variable hai, okay, which one you have to consider? Okay, dynamic scoping. Free variable hai, okay, right, dynamic scoping. Which one you have to consider? Previous calling function. Now tell me, show को कौन call किया था? Who called the show function? Main. In the main, variable x is available. In the main, variable x is available, not available. इसका डब्बा नहीं है, okay, box is not there, memory not available for anyone. In the main function, variable x is available, not available. So again, from where you have to take again previous calling function. So main is not having any previous calling function. So then from where you take global only. Global में what is the value? 0.25. So next 0.25 will be printed. So this is the output. And next, okay, now show function completed. Okay, so this is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. Who called the show function? Main. You come to the main. In the main, next what is there here? Small function. So next small function will be pushed into stack. Next small function will be pushed into stack. So you will come here, and once you come to the small function, so variable x real. So now variable x real. So you are allocating the memory because that is declaration. X equal to 0.125, x equal to 0.125, and next you are calling the show function. So when you call the show function, next, okay, show function will be pushed into stack. And next, once the show function is pushed, you will come here, and once you come here, okay, you say printf x. Now in the show function, variable x is what? Free variable. Listen carefully. In the show function, you are saying printf x. X is a free variable. So from where you have to take the x? dynamic scoping, previous calling function. So who is calling the show function? Okay, small. In the small, variable x is available, yes. Okay, what is the x value? 0.125. So okay, it will take from there, it will print 0.125. And next, now show function completed, that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. So who called the show here? Small. Now look at here, small. Okay, from here you went, now small also completed, this is deleted from the stack. Next, go back to previous calling. Who called the small function? Main. Look at here, so that is the last statement. So now main is also completed, that is deleted from the stack. Okay, so this is the output. Okay, if you follow okay dynamic scoping, and this is the output if you follow static scoping. Is this clear for everyone? Yeah, Arshid Garg, my health is okay, better, little bit better, beta. Is this clear for everyone now? If anybody want to copy, you can copy immediately, just speed up. Otherwise, take the photo. I think this is a yesterday question only. I think you might have solved it already. All your doubts should be clarified. You solved so many good questions in the today's class. In the today's class, we will solve so many good questions. If anybody want to copy, you copy immediately, speed up. Otherwise, take the photo and you can copy later on. If anybody copying, just send me a message. If anybody copying, just then you can send me a message so that I can wait. Surjit Mandal, okay, what is this here? X equal to 0.25, that's a free variable here. Okay, it's a free variable. So where you have to update here? X equal to 0.25, कौन सा variable update होगा? Global में ही update होगा, because there is no previous calling function for the main. There is no previous calling function. Whether you follow static scoping or whether you follow dynamic scoping. Remember, only this x equal to 0.25 means it will update in the global only. Surjit Mandal, is this clear, beta? Okay. Note down the next question and try to solve. Next question on the screen. Next question on the screen. Remember, this is a procedure P, okay, begin and end. This is the procedure, okay, Q, begin and end. And this is begin and end, and this one you have to consider as what? Main function. So program execution will take place from here. Program execution will take place from here. Copy the next question and solve. Very good. Most of you giving right answer now. Again, somebody giving wrong answer. What is Arun Negi? Wrong answer. Adrija, wrong answer. Preeto Saha, wrong answer. Kavita Yadav, wrong answer. Rajneesh Moria, wrong answer. What happened to you guys? Shubhi Goyal, wrong answer. Bhavyajit, wrong answer. Sejal, wrong answer. You have to give answer for both. Prita Majumdar, wrong answer. Gaurav Kumar, wrong answer. Maniraj, wrong answer. I don't understand. Many people are giving wrong answer. Shivam, wrong answer. What is this? Banu Pratap, wrong answer. Prita Majumdar, wrong answer. No. Riyansh Sachin, Riyansh Sachin, wrong answer. I think time up, guys. So this is a really small question. It will not take this much time. Don't make any guessings, okay? Okay. So I'm just revealing the right answer. So static scoping, it is 3, 6. and dynamic scoping, that is 6 comma 7. So this is the right answer, okay, we are going to get. So let me solve it. Okay, what you are doing, many students are giving wrong answer. So I solve this side static scoping, okay, and next so this side we can solve dynamic scoping. Okay, right. So understand here, so first for any program memory allocated at compile time. So at the compile time, memory allocated for global variables in the data segment. Okay, I am solving the problem here. This is the global का data segment. Global का data segment में variable x and variable y, right? So this is the declaration only, right? Okay, right? Memory allocated. And next I am executing the program here. So first, so main function will be pushed into stack. Main function will pushed into stack. In the main function, if you observe, okay, you are having x equal to 7, y equal to 8. Look at here. In the main function, x equal to 7, y equal to 8. Understand here, x equal to 7, y equal to 8. These two are what? Free variables, because they are not declared in the function but used in the function. Okay, right? So look at here. So in the main function, the x and y are what? Free variables. They are used in the function but they are not declared in the function. So free variable. So okay, where you are going to update, okay, static scoping, whether you follow static scoping or whether you follow dynamic scoping. So where you update them? In the global only, because global is not having any previous calling function. Yes or no, right? So x equal to 7, y equal to 8. So you update in the global x equal to 7, y equal to 8. So next you are calling the function q here. Okay, in the main you are calling the function q. When you call the function q here, so q function will be pushed into stack. Function q will be pushed into stack. And here x comma y integer. So look at here, x is okay integer, and again y is also integer. So next it is a declaration here. So these are the local variables. इसके लिए डब्बा बनाया. Declaration है तो memory allocate होगा. X equal to 3, y equal to 4. So that is just assignment here. X equal to 3, y equal to 4. And next you are calling the function p. You are passing the y here. So when you call the function p, so the function p will be passed. Okay, called. In the function p, what you are passing here? Tell me. In the function p, what you are passing? Y. What is the y value here? Y value is what? Okay, 4. So that 4 is received into what? Okay, n. So n is a local variable here. Okay, n में क्या receive हो गया? 4. Listen carefully. So I am repeating. Function p call किया. Function p is pushed into stack. In the what? In the function p, what you are passing? Y. Is the y is available here? Yes, sir. In this function q y is available because declaration is there. This is a declaration. So y value is a 4. 4 is passed into function p. And that is received in the variable n. And remember, this means this is a local variable to this function p. Okay, this is a local variable to the function p. So डब्बा बनाया, memory allocate हो गया. And next x equal to n plus 2 into n minus 3. Tell me what is the value of this? Okay, n value is how much here? What is n value? 4. N is a local variable here. So it is a 4 plus 2 multiply with the 4 minus 3. How much is this value? 6. Sorry. Okay, so this value is how much here? 6. Now this 6 will be, understand here, 6 will be updated to what? X. Now 6 is updated in the variable x, but variable x is what? Free variable. Okay, right. Look at here. So it's a 4 plus 2. N value received as a 4. N value is a 4. 4 plus 2 into 4 minus 3. So this total value is a 6. 6 is updated in the x. Variable x is what? A free variable, because there is no declaration in this. Okay, but used in the function. That is a free variable. And the variable x में update करना है. So x is a free variable. So free variable है static scoping. Free variable है तो static scoping. Where you need to update? Global. So global में variable x available है? Yes. In the global, variable x changed to what here? 6. That is 6 now. Next, now function p is completed. So this is deleted from the stack. So this is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. Who called the function p? Q. Okay, you come back to the function q. Okay, इधर से गए थे. Now once you come back here, you say printf x. Now when you say printf x here in the function q, you are saying printf x. In the function q you are saying printf x. Now in the function q variable x is available or not available? Available. It is a local variable. Local variable है तो इधर से ही लेंगे. Local variable है, so there is no concept of scoping. So in the function q variable x is available. Yes, available. What is the x value? 3. So what is the output printed? Okay, first okay, it will print 3. Next now function q is completed. Function q is completed. So this is deleted from the stack. This is deleted from the stack. Go back to the previous calling function. Who called your q? Okay, main. So go back to the main here. Okay, इधर से गए थे अपन, इधर से गए थे. Once you come back to main, you say printf x. When you say printf x here, now tell me variable x is available in the main function. Variable x is available? Not available. कहाँ available है? डब्बा नहीं है, right? So in the main function variable x not available. It's a free variable. Free variable है तो static scoping. Static scoping from where you take global. What is the value of global? Global में x का value कितना? 6. बस हो गया. It will print 6. That's it. So that is the static scoping. Yes or no? Why you are doing mistake? Almost 60% giving wrong answer. Okay, I will always follow low level to high level. So the first you are solving whatever the questions you are solving, this is the basic questions only. Next is the actual tough questions will come in the next. Let me solve with the dynamic scoping also. Right? Now, okay. Now memory allocated. Okay, at the compile time memory allocate for global variables and static variables. So here you don't have any static variable, only global variable. So variable x, okay, and variable y. Okay, I am solving the problem. Okay, once again, right. So with the dynamic scoping, right. So let me solve with the dynamic scoping here. Okay. So now this is a okay procedure queue. Now look at it, I am solving the problem. So the first okay global variables memory allocated for variable x and y. Now first main function will be pushed into stack. Okay, look at here. So first main function will be pushed into stack. In the main you are having x equal to 7, y equal to 8. Both are free variable. That is just assignment. Both are free variable. Yes or no, right? Okay, free variable है तो dynamic scoping where you have to update previous calling function, but the main is not having any previous calling function. So where it is updated? In the global only. In the global x value becomes 7, y value becomes 8, and next you are calling the function q. So then the function q will be pushed into stack. So when the function q is pushed, okay, you come here variable x comma y integer. So x and y are the local variables. So x and y both are the local variables, and x equal to 4, y equal to, x equal to 3, y equal to 4. This is 3 and this is 4. That is just assignment. And next you call the function p, you are passing the y. So when you call the function p here, function p will be pushed into stack, and you are passing y. Y is just a local variable here. What is the y value you are passing? 4. Y value is a 4. Y is available? Yes. So y is available. So y value 4, and that is received into variable n. So n is a local variable here. So n value is 4. And next same thing you receive here. Okay, n into n plus 2. So same thing here. 4 plus 2 multiply with the 4 minus 3. So this value is how much here? Same 6. 6 is assigned to variable x. Now variable x is a free variable. Variable x. Listen carefully. Variable x is a free variable in the P. Variable x is a free variable in the P. So you are following dynamic scoping. Now tell me where it should be updated. Okay, dynamic scoping में free variable is resolved by using what? Previous calling function. Now tell me who called the function p? Who called the function p? Function q. In the function q, do you have variable x? Yes, available. When you will say it is available? If it is declared, dabba available, declared. Now here the x value will change to what? 6. X value will change to 6. Yes or no, right? Now so function p is completed. Function p completed. So this is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. Now who called the function p? Function q. When you come to the function q, look at here, इधर से गए थे. Okay, function p completed. What is the next statement? Printf x. Now when you say printf x, x is a free variable or local variable here. In the function q, x is a free or local? Okay, local variable. Declaration is there. Declaration is there. It's just a local variable. Local variable है तो यहीं से print होगा. What is the x value? 6. Now okay, in the output. So what will print? 6. Now okay, now function q is completed. So that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. Who called the function q? Main. Okay, when you go back to main, in the main, okay, यहाँ से गए थे, What is the next statement here? Printf x. In the main you are saying printf x. In the main when you say printf x, okay, x is a free variable here. X is a free variable hai, so dynamic scoping. From where you have to take a previous calling. Okay, is there any previous calling function for the main? Not there. So then what you will follow? Global only. What is the value of x in the global? 7. So next what you will print? 7. So now main function also completed, that is deleted from the stack. So this is output if you follow dynamic scoping. This is output if you follow static scoping. Is this clear for everyone? If anybody want to copy, you can copy. Is this cleared? Snehashish Bhumik, I explained very clearly. What is Snehashish? Okay, can you tell me why it is not 3-7 for static? That is what I told. What you are doing? You came late? What is this question? Rikati Pal, how is 6 getting printed in global? Where is global? Global में 6 कहाँ है? It is a data segment. Global का data segment update हो रहा है यहाँ पे. How 6 is getting printed in the dynamic? Wrongly typed. Okay, how 6 is printing? Okay, 6 is just a local variable. What is this here? When you say printf x, what is x here? X is a local variable here. Okay, declaration डब्बा है ना, डब्बा है, लोकल वेरिएबल है तो यहीं से प्रिंट होगा ना. लोकल वेरिएबल है, जब यहाँ पे अवेलेबल है तो यहीं से लो लोगे. There is no concept of scoping for the local variable. Scoping concept is applicable only for a free variable. Anybody copying? Just copy, speed up. Snehashish Bhumika, how it will print? Okay, you are saying 3 and 7. Why it will print 3 and 7? Okay, when you come back here, you say printf x. X is a free variable here. When x is a free variable, where you take okay, global. Global में x value कितना है? 6 है. So it is 3 and 6. It global variable is updated, right? There is no 7 in the static scoping. Snehashish. Yes, Pankaj, yes. हो गया? Ready for next question? Snehashish Bhomik, 7 is a local for main is static. Where is local? Who told you 7 is a local? Do you have a declaration in the main? Snehashisha, how 7 is a local? How x is a local here? X is not the local. X is a free variable. Where is x local here? Main function, do you have dabba? Main में dabba है क्या? नहीं है ना? In the main there is no box. In the main x is a free variable. Who told you it is a local variable? Do you have a declaration here? Do you have a declaration? Right. Okay. So move on to the next question. Next question on the screen. Same. What is the output using? Question is what? What is the output using static scoping? And what is the output using dynamic scoping? This is one of the good question. One of the good question. Think carefully. Copy the question carefully. Better copy the question in a fresh page. This is one of the good question. मज़ा आ जाएगा. सॉल्व करो क्वेश्चन. Shubhi Goel, you need to find out what is the output using static scoping, what is the output printed, what is the output printed using static scoping, and what is the output printed using dynamic scoping. PF means it is a printf. PF means printf statement. I will reveal the answer in the last, because if I keep on shouting, others will get disturbed. So I am maintaining silence. Yes, it's a very big output because so many printfs are there. Yatin Singh, yes, output is too big. Is it correct? Yes. So solve both static and dynamic. I am maintaining silence because you get disturbed. So better I should remain silent. Yeah, Snehashis, you solve it. You solve and verify once again. Yeah, Snehashis, it's a wrong answer. Please check. Once all of you completed, then I will reveal the answer. Unfortunately, most of you giving wrong answer. Almost 60% wrong answer only. मज़ा आ गया इसमें, शिवम सेइंग मज़ा आ गया सर. चलो चलो चलो. Yes, that's a good question. So I gave the sufficient time, guys. Actually, it will take around 10 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes definitely will take. So this is the answer. I am revealing the answer because very difficult to tell who is right, who is wrong. So I am just giving the answer. You can just check. This is the output for the static scoping and output for the dynamic scoping. So how many of you right, how many of you wrong, I don't know. So you just verify by yourself. Just check it. Right. Check here. So it's very difficult for me to reveal who is right, who is wrong. Siddharth Soni, I got both right. Yeah, Karam, yes, right. Very good. Answer matched perfectly. Hari Hom Meena. Amunib, right. Very good. So got it right. Om Pratik, excellent. Mine is correct. Shubhi Goyal, very good. Rajnish Maurya, lekin maja aa gaya. Both correct. Got it correct. Feeling good. Okay. Static right, but did some mistake in the dynamic. Shivam. Okay. So, right. So I think I am going to explain this. I am also getting ready to explain. Okay. So, right. Okay. So fine. So I am explaining this. Listen here. So check karo. Okay, right. Where is the mistake you guys done? Okay. So let me use the different color. Okay. So first, okay, I will solve with the static. So later we can solve with the dynamic. First I will solve with the static. Okay. So listen here. So this is a okay static this side. Okay. Just observe carefully. Okay. Remember, after going middle, if somebody is asking how this is coming, after going in the middle, it is very difficult for me, okay, to again come back and check, because it is a flow. How variable is updating, you have to follow. First, when I am explaining, listen carefully. When I am explaining, listen carefully. Right? Right. Okay. So understand here. Okay. So, okay, those who did mistake, follow carefully when I am explaining. Okay, in the middle if you go and ask like why this is came, why this is coming, so I cannot explain. It's very difficult, okay, to come back. Okay, right. So follow carefully. Okay, when you are executing the program, okay, for the global variable, static variable, memory allocated in the data segment at the compile time. Okay, so in the global variable, in the global ka data segment mein, so here is a data segment. Okay, data segment mein, right. So what is a variable A? So variable A is assigned with 1, variable B is assigned with the 2, initialized with the 2, sorry. Next, so the first main function will be pushed into stack. Okay, so I write the output. Okay, maybe here. Okay, here I write the output. Now understand here, just listen carefully. Okay, I write from here, top. Okay, so that there will not be any confusion. Okay, so output I will write here. So let me take the different pen. Okay, different color. Okay, so just listen carefully. I am starting. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Listen carefully. 100% confident. Concentration required. 100% concentration required to understand this. Okay, right. स्टैक हिल गया, स्टैक अच्छा नहीं है, हिल गया, क्या हो गया, राइट, ओके, right, now the stack is good, okay, fine. So now first okay, look at here, so this is the stack here, so the first main function will be pushed into stack. Listen here, so first main function will be pushed, integer a equal to 20, b equal to 30, so that is a local variable, declaration is there, dabba banao, a equal to 20, so b equal to 30, okay, local variable. Now when you say printf a comma b is a local variable here, so it will print 20 30. What is there? So 20 30, first one. And next, when you are calling the function c, the c will be pushed into stack. So the function c will be pushed into stack. When you say okay c here, okay, you are saying a equal to 50. So a is a local variable, initialize kiya, so a value will change to 50. Okay. Okay. So a value, okay, change to 50. A value initialize with the 50 here. Okay. Next, printf a comma b. Listen here, yahan pe. When you say printf a comma b, a is a local variable in the function c. Okay, printf a comma b, a is a local variable in the function c. So a will print 50. But b is what? B is a free variable. In the function c, variable b is not there. In the function c, variable b is not there. You are following static scoping. So which one you have to take? Global, because in the static scoping free variables are resolved from global. In the global, what is the okay value of b here? 2. Okay, आपके सामने, okay, in front of you. So b value is 2. Next you are calling the function d. When you call the function d, d will be pushed into stack. So look at here. So d will be pushed into stack. And when you push the okay function d here, okay, you say printf a comma b. In the function d, you are simply saying printf a comma b. A comma b both are what? Free variable, because there is no declaration here. Both are free variable. Both are free variable. So from where you take global, because static scoping, so you take from the global. So that is global mein a value is okay 1 and b value is 2. Next you say a equal to 3, b equal to 4, and that is just an assignment. Both are free variable. Both are free variable. A equal to 3, b equal to 4. So where you have to change okay free variable static scoping, where you update global. In the global, a value change to 3 and b value change to 4. And next you are saying printf a comma b. When you say printf a comma b, both are free variable. So from where you print global. So global mein a ka value 3, b ka value 4. And next you are calling the function e. When you call the function e, e will be pushed into stack. So next e will be pushed into stack. And next in the function e, you are having a okay b. B is a local variable. Okay, dabba banaya. Okay, b is a 6. Okay, so that is initialized with the 6. Next printf a comma b. When you say printf a comma b, remember b is a local variable. So b is the 6. Okay, it will print b 6. But a is a free variable here. A is not declared. See, this a is not declared. A is a free variable. So from where it will take a static scoping global. What is the a value in the global? 3. So that is the 3 6. Next a equal to 7, b equal to 8. So a is the free variable. So a is a free variable where you update in the global. So in the global you update a value as a 7, because static scoping free variables are resolved from global. Static scoping free variables are resolved from global. Next b equal to 8. So b is a local variable. Okay, b is a local variable here. So it will change b value to what? 8. Okay, right. So this is done. Function e is completed. So that is deleted from the stack. Function e is completed, deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. Who called function e? Function e को कौन call किया था? D. So function e को इधर से गए थे. Function e called from here. Now function d is also completed. So this is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. देखो function d को कौन call किया था? Function c. देखो यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं function d को कौन call किया था? Function c. So इधर से गए. You went from here. You went from here. And next, okay, you are having printf a comma b. In the function c, you are saying printf a comma b. In the function c, you are print okay a comma b print कर रहे हैं. What is the a value? 50. A is a local variable here. A is a local variable. A is a local variable in the function c. So a value is a 50. But remember, b is a free variable. Okay, in the function c you are printing b, but b is a free variable. So which one you have to take? Global. What is the value of b here? 4. Okay, look at here. Global mein b ka value 4. Next, function C is also completed. So function C will be deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. So देखो function C को कौन कॉल किया था? main. देखो function C इधर से गए थे, function C को इधर से गए थे. And next, what is the next statement? printf a comma b. So in the main function you say printf a comma b. In the main function you say printf a comma b. So a comma b are the local variable. So you print from here only local variable. So that is 20, 30. And next, now this is done. Next you call function d. Function d call कर रहा है, तो again the d will be pushed into stack. Okay. Now after that again you are calling the function d. So d will be pushed into stack. Look at here, function d call किया, तो d will be pushed into stack. And once you come here, directly you say printf a comma b. When you say printf a comma b both are free variable. Free variable है static scoping. You have to print from global. Global में a का वैल्यू 7, b का वैल्यू 4, a का वैल्यू 7, b का वैल्यू 4. And next you say a equal to 3, b equal to 4. Okay, both are assignment, both are free variable. So where you need to update global. So global में a का वैल्यू 3, b का वैल्यू 4. And next again you say printf a comma b. A comma b both are free variable. Free variable, which one you take? Global. So global में a का वैल्यू 3, b का वैल्यू 4. And next afterwards you are calling what? Function e. Function e को call कर रहा है. So next e को call कर रहा है, तो again e will be pushed into stack. So look at here. So again, okay, e will be pushed into stack. So once you come here, again you are having local variable b equal to 6. Okay, so b will be again initialized, okay, with the 6, because it's a local variable. For every function call, local variable is recreated and reinitialized. For every function call, local variable is recreated and reinitialized. Okay, so b equal to 6 and printf a comma b. So when you say printf a comma b in the function e, when you say printf a comma b, a is what? A is a free variable. Okay, in the function e, b is a local variable but a is a free variable. So which one you take? Okay, a is a free variable, global. So global में a का वैल्यू कितना? 3. But b is a local variable. देखो function e में b का डब्बा है, yes. So b is a okay local variable, so you take from there. And next a equal to 7, b equal to 8. So a is a free variable, so where you update? Global में a value change to 7. And next b equal to 8. So b is a local variable, so local variable है, so you update here only, so that is 8. Okay, now function e is completed, so that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. Okay, who called function e? Okay, d. So d is the last statement here, so function d also completed, so that is deleted from the stack. Who called the function d? See this here, who called the function d? Main. So इधर से गए थे. Now main also completed because last statement here, so this is also deleted from the stack. So this is okay answer, okay, if you follow static scoping. This is the answer if you follow static scoping. Is it matching? Just check it out carefully. Okay, static scoping, I will just check here. 20, 30, 52, 1, 2, 52, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 54, 3, 4, 3, 6, 54, 20, 30, 7, 4, right, 20, 30, 7, 4, okay, right, 3, 4, 3, 6, right. Is this clear? Right. So just in case if anybody want to copy, okay, you can copy that. Next, so let's try to okay solve that okay with the dynamic scoping. So just listen carefully. So I am solving with the okay. So next is the dynamic scoping. Okay, so first okay, for the global variable memory allocated in the data segment. So here is the data segment. For the global variable memory allocated data segment. So what is the global variable? A equal to 1, so b equal to 2. Okay. Okay, so now I am solving with the dynamic. So just observe carefully, observe carefully, observe carefully. So first for the global variable memory allocated in the data segment. So I have written here. So so variable A and variable B. So now I am starting the program. So just listen carefully. So here is the main function. Okay, so here is the stack. So the first main function will be pushed into stack. Okay, so in the main function A equal to 20, B equal to 30. So both are local variable. So A equal to 20 and so B equal to 30. A equal to 20, B equal to 30. So next printf A comma B. So when you say printf A comma B, so A comma B are local variable in the main function local. So look at here. So output I am writing here local. Okay, so that is the 20, 30 printed from here. Next you call function C here. When you call the function C, C will be pushed into stack. So look at here. So function C will be pushed into stack. In the function C, A equal to 50 local variable. So memory allocated for the local variable. So A is the 50. And next you say printf A comma B. In the function C, listen carefully. Now dynamic scoping, many students are doing mistake. Dynamic scoping, many students are doing mistake. Listen carefully. Okay. Now here you are here now. Now when you say A equal to 50, that is a local variable, memory allocated. Now when you say printf A comma B, so A is just a local variable, A is a 50, A is a local variable. So you take from here, A is a local variable, A is a 50. But remember B is what? Free variable. In the function C, B is a free variable. In the function C, B is a free variable. Listen here, because B is not declared in the function but used in the function. Function C, B is a free variable. So free variable है तो dynamic scoping. So from where you take so previous calling function. So who called the function C main? In the main, what is the B value? Okay, B is available. Yes, available. Dabba है, box is there, so it's available. So what is that B value? 30. So B value will be what? 30. Okay, right? Is this clear for everyone? So a dynamic scoping है, you have to take from the previous calling function. So B value is a 30. Next you are having D. Function D call कर रहे हैं. तो next so D will be pushed into stack. You are calling the function D, so the D will be pushed into stack. So once you come here, you say printf A comma B. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. When you say A comma B, when you say printf A comma B, in the function D, both are free variables. In the function D, both are free variables. If both are free variables, dynamic scoping, from where you take previous calling. Who called the function D? Function C. In the function C, variable A is available. Yes, A is available. You take the A from here. So A value is a 50. Next, in the function C, variable B is available. No, not available. So from where you take again previous calling. Who called the function C? Main. In the main, variable B is available. Available. So when you say it is available, dabba available hai, dabba hai, right? So matlab declared. So what is the B value? 30. Okay, so you take the B value from there, 30. Next, so you are in the function D here, printf A comma B. Is this clear? Right. Next you say A equal to 3, B equal to 4. So this is just an assignment. A equal to 3, B equal to 4, that is just an assignment. Free variable hai. So where you update in the previous calling. Who called the function D? Function D call कौन किया? C. So C में variable A available है? Yes. So here A value will change to what? 3. And function C में B is available? Not available. So where you update the B? Previous calling. Who called the C? Main. Main में B available है? Yes, available है. So what is the B value? 4. So you change it to what? 4. Okay, right. Next, now after that you say printf A comma B. A comma B both are free variable. So from where you take previous calling. D को कौन call किया? C. C में variable A कितना? 3. Okay, so A value is 3. And the B is available here? No, not available. Where you take previous calling. C को कौन call किया? Main. Main में B available है? Yes. B value is how much? 4. So you take 4. Right? So next, after that you call the function C. When you call the function C, function E, E will be pushed into stack. So next, E will be pushed into stack. And integer B equal to 6, that is a local variable, that is a 6. And next, when you say printf A comma B here, so when you say printf A comma B, in the function E, In the function E, you are saying printf A comma B. So remember, B is a local variable, dabba hai. So you take the B from here, but A is a free variable. When A is a free variable, from where you take a previous calling. E को कौन call किया था? D. D, in the D variable B is available, not available. Okay, D को कौन call किया था? C. In the C variable A is available, yes. What is the A value? 3. Okay, so you take the A value from there. So 3 comma 6. And next you say A equal to 7, B equal to 8. B is a local variable, you update here, but A is a free variable. Free variable where you update previous calling. Who called the function E? Okay, D. Function D में variable भी available है और variable available है नहीं है. So who called the function D? C. In the function C, variable A is available, yes. So here variable A changed to what? 7. And next function E completed, that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. E को कौन call किया था? D. So in the function D, okay, इधर से गए थे, okay, E के. So D is also completed, deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. Function D को कौन call किया था? C. Okay, function D कौन call किया? C. इधर से गए थे, इधर से गए थे. And next, what is the next statement? Printf A comma B. In the function C, printf A comma B. In the function C, when you say A comma B, A is a local variable here. A is a local variable. A value is a 7. Okay, right. But B is a free variable. So B is a free variable from where you take a previous calling. C को कौन call किया था? Main. Main में B available है? Yes, B is available. What is the value of B? 4. So B value is 4. You take from the main. Next. Now, okay, now C function completed. So that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling. Okay, who called the C? Main. So you go to the main here. So right. So from here you went to the function C. Now what is the next statement here? Printf A comma B. So when you say printf A comma B, in the main when you say printf A comma B, in the main A comma B both are local. So local hai, so no doubt. Okay, right. So that is 20. Okay, 4. Okay, right. Next. Now afterwards you are calling the function D. When you call the function D, again D function will be again pushed into stack. So D function will be, okay, again pushed into stack. D function will be again pushed into stack. Once you come here, printf A comma B, in the function D both are free variable. In the function D both are free variable. So with the both are free variable, dynamic scoping कहाँ से लेना? Previous calling. Okay, D को कौन call किया था? Main. Who called the function D? Main. So in the main A and B available? Yes, available, local. So you take from there. So that is 20 comma 4. So 20 comma 4. And next, after that, so in the D, function D, you are saying A equal to 3, B equal to 4. So that is just an assignment. Both are free variable. So where you change previous calling. Who called the function D? Main. So in the main you change A value 3 and B value is 4. And next you say printf A comma B. So both are free variable. So you take from the previous calling, that is main. So that is 3 comma 4. And next you are calling the function E. So then the function E will be, okay, pushed into stack. And when the function E is pushed, it is a local variable for every function call, recreated and reinitialized. Okay, so that is 6. And next printf A comma B. So A is a free variable here. A is a free variable. A is a free variable, dynamic scoping. From where you take a previous calling. E को कौन call किया था? D. Who called the E? D. So D, in the D variable A is available? No, not available. There is no declaration. Who called the D? Main. In the main A is available? Yes. A value is a 3. So you take the A value 3. And next B is a local variable in the function E. So B is a local variable. You take from there. That is 6. And next, okay, A equal to 7, B equal to 8. So B value will change here. B is a local, but A is a free variable where you update, okay, in the previous calling. It is not there here in the previous calling. In the main function will change to what? Okay, 7. Okay, right. So next, function E completed. So this is deleted. Go back to previous calling, that is D. Okay, now D is also completed, that is deleted. Go back to previous calling, main. Okay, you went from here. So main also completed. So that is deleted from the stack. So this is how you need to solve. Right? Done? Right? So just check the output. So 20, 30, 50, 30. Right, 20, 30, 50, 30, 3, 4, 3, 6, 7, 4, 3, 4, 3, 6, 7, 4, 24, 24, okay, 3, 4, 3, 6. 24, 24, 3, 4, 3, right, correct. Is this clear? If anybody want to copy, or you can just take the photo, because copying is very difficult. You take the photo, otherwise you can copy from the video lecture or whatever. So just check it out. Is this clear? समझ में आया सबको? All your doubts clear? All your doubts clarified? Aditi is saying, amazing questions are concept perfectly clear now. Okay. Interesting question. Yes. मैं साइड में रह रहा हूँ. आई एम जस्ट स्टेइंग असाइड. किसी को कॉपी करना है तो फोटो लेना है तो ले लो जल्दी. अच्छे से कॉपी करो नोट्स में जो भी है. दोनों सॉल्व करके दिखाया. ओके, वेरी गुड. हो गया. Ready for next question? Right. Snehashish Bomik, is this clear for you? Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next question on the screen. Here is the question. Copy the question very carefully. Copy the question very carefully and try to solve. Rahul, okay, you will get with the practice, don't worry. You will solve the gate questions also. You will understand everything. Don't take tension now. Just focus on the question what I am giving. Array, you are not reading, Siddhartha Soni, you are not reading the notes. If the global variable not initialized, default contains 0. नोट्स पढ़ो पहले, नोट्स में अच्छे से लिखा गया, एवरीथिंग इज गिवन इन द नोट्स. Yes, sir. In the C block, semicolon hoga. That's just a printing mistake. This also you are worried. in the C block, it is a semicolon only. Function D call करा है ना, semicolon. Printing mistake just. I am maintaining silence so that you should not get disturbed. Yatin Singh, global variable of garbage value initially. Yatin Singh, it is written in the class notes. Initially, global variable will contain 0 if it is not initialized. Done, guys? हो गया? Okay, so done, guys. I'm revealing the answer. Here is the answer: static scoping and dynamic scoping. Verify your answers. How many of you got it right? I revealed the answer. Just verify how many of you got it correct. Answer match. Preeto Saha, Saumili Kumar, Trivikram, both completely correct. Shivam, Sandeep Pal, Siddharth Soni. Sir, both wrong this time. Siddharth Soni. Right. Ekansh, yeah, right. I got correct answer. Pradun Verma. Pradun Verma. Okay. Just verify your answers. All matches, sir, except putting garbage value. Okay. Okay. Rahul saying both wrong, only static right this time. Okay, so actually I think you are doing mistake. If you want to copy, you can copy the answer. Okay, right. So you are doing mistake here. Actually, just understand here. First of all, these two values are not doing anything. So this is just given for confusion. You can just ignore these two things. Okay, because here A value, B value changing, and most of you doing mistake like this. Okay, A value is going into B and B value is going into A. So I am exchanging the values here. Okay, here you will do the mistake. A value here going into the B and B value is going into what? A here, because I am just changing. See here, A value going into B and B value going into A. And remember, A and B are the local variables in the function E. A and B are the local variable in the function E. Is this clear for everyone? A and B are the local variable in the function E. So maybe this is the your mistake you are doing. Yeah, Faraz Ashraf, just check it out. Is this clear for everyone? Just check it out. Sir, one completely correct, the second it places a mistake, took the static in between. Okay, Shubhi Goel. So it's okay, right? So just verify your mistakes. So these two statements are not doing anything. So here one important thing, A value going into B and B value going into A, and here A and B in the function E, A and B are the local variables. So that is what you have to do. So I am not explaining this because this is an easy one only, right? So how many questions shall I explain? The next one will be one of the good question. The next one I will explain. Okay, so maybe you are doing mistake here. If anybody want to copy the answer, you copy. Please copy the answer. Yeah, you must pay the attention to all the everything given, every line you have to pay attention. Somebody not paid attention for the interchange variables there. A value going into B and B value going into A. So maybe you did the mistake there. Okay. So if anybody want to copy the answer. So I am not explaining, okay, because this is an easy one. Same thing, you will re-verify. Okay, take out the answers here and copy the answer. You solve it later on. After the class, you solve it once again. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Yeah, Shubhi Goel, what do you want? Yeah, you just copy, okay, so that you can check. Okay, so copy the answer. So where you are doing mistake, just verify that. So the next question is one of the good question. So that question I am going to explain. Okay, right? So right, I think all of you copied. Let's move on to the next question on the screen. This is the next question. This is one of the good question. Okay, combined together of auto variable, register variable, static variable, extern variable, everything is there, okay, mixed with the global variable. So this is dynamic explain कर दो. You try once again. Sir, dynamic explain करूँ? Okay, all are asking dynamic explain करूँ. Nothing is there in this. Okay, simple only. You try once again. Shubhi Goel, try once again. Let's move on to the next question. This question I will explain. This is completely different question and interesting compared to all that. Copy the next question and solve this. Yes, that is just confusing, because what is doing, because he is changing the values, right? See here, okay, you are saying a equal to b plus a and b equal to a minus b, whatever you are doing, anyway here again you are changing it to what? A equal to 7, b equal to 8. You are changing a equal to 7, b equal to 8. So this is just for what? A confusion purpose. You can just ignore this, because even if you make calculation here, a value is again changing and b value again changing. So there is no use of this statement. So why it is given? Why it is given? Just for confusing purpose, that is given. Confusing purpose, that is given. So this is not doing anything. So let's solve the next question. Copy karo. फराज अशरफ, is this clear now? समझ में आया बेटा? No, for us that is a okay free variable only. Where you are, which one you are asking? Yes, Kavita, you need to solve with both static and dynamic. Somebody is asking break के बाद solve करते हैं. So if you are solving, so continue solving. So let's have a break. So 805 to 825. After the break I will explain. इसको ब्रेक लेना है तो ब्रेक लेके आके जल्दी सॉल्व करो.